Hey everyone, what's going on? Young Falcon back at it, and we got to talk about Baiken and Guilty Gear Strive. So, of course, let's get straight into things. If you guys like this type of content, please leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. It really helps the channel go a long way. And without further ado, let's break down and kind of figure out what I want to see for the future of GGST. So, first things first, the way we got Baiken announced today, like in terms of gameplay and stuff, was kind of nutty. Like, she just dropped from a California bakery shop showing off macaroons and different Guilty Gear flavors and whatnot, and then Baiken's render was leaked through that. Shortly after Baiken's render getting leaked, we saw a leak of the tatami mat being dropped, and we were all kind of blown away from that on Twitter. And then shortly after, we just see our feed flooded with gifs and things of Baiken doing her combos and whatnot, and they dropped not just a starter guide, but also her reveal trailer as well, like in the same boat, which was pretty awesome. So Baiken's in the game. Baiken is officially in Guilty Gear Strive, and I gotta say, overall, she's looking like a really fun character. Right? She looks like a character that's got a lot of cool stuff going on. For starters, let's start with the tatami mat. It's once again back in its usual capacity. It seems like if you launch with the tatami mat, you can either get a jump cancelable option or an RC cancelable option and do some crazy combo stuff with that. And you can have it drop from the sky as a projectile as well, so it's air okay. Typical Baiken setup stuff. The biggest change was her grapple, right? It lets you, instead of pulling someone in and then canceling out of like 4 different options, whether it be slash heavy slash whatnot, like an Exard and accent core and whatnot, now she just grapples onto you and holds you with a tether. So you're always going to be in their face like a gnat flying in and out of combat, whether you dash back and then just come web slinging back in, essentially like Spider-Man, dropping all of your mix and stuff. It's going to be pretty fun to mess around with. And her heavy slash version of course, a grapple as a kind of weapon as well. So I'm very interested to see where that's going to go in the meta. I don't know if she's going to be quite good, but that alone, it's kind of terrifying to deal with in the world of Strive, because with the mix and stuff opportunity that she's going to have, I'm very scared of that. Her damage output also looks nutty. She has 2 overdrives that are going to be nuts, especially considering one can be fired from the air and it's like a firework canister that has some really janky angles. It looked like I saw a wall break and they were just barely at the edge of the screen. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. And then of course she has her standard like 3 slash with the moon in the background. So yeah, overall, pretty standard Baiken stuff. Nothing too crazy. Personally, I am expecting her to be quite good. As the other DLCs, it was always iffy. Like, will Gold Lewis be good? Probably not. Turns out Gold Lewis really isn't that, like, spectacular. Kind of a fun character, kind of a gimmick, but nothing crazy. Jacko as well, nothing crazy. When it came down to some of the other DLC characters, like Happy Chaos, they're definitely showing more potential. Happy Chaos definitely has some, like, stuff to potentially move himself up a couple tiers, be a very threatening type of character to interact with. He looks like the best zoner in the game, low-key, and has a lot of great tools and options, but still nothing compared to the gorillas we have to fight, like Nago, Leo, Mei, etc. But Baiken looks like she's in that same tier. Like, she has a built-in counter, you know that joint's going to be RCable, and it has a pushback feature, which I'm assuming we can RC, and if you're allowed to RC like a pushback, like say Nago's like Beyblade move or something, it's gonna get nutty. Like, she's actually gonna do OD damage, and I'm not really quite ready for that in a game where everyone already does OD damage. So have her built-in counter, like she's got grapples, she's a mix-up character, looks a little bit of a rushdown archetype as well. She has a lot of dumb stuff, it seems like. She is built for Strive. Everything that I'm looking like, it looks like she just has it and needs it for Guilty Gear Strive. I'm a little sad some of the parry stuff got taken away, but at the same time, it Strive's not kind of that game, I guess. Like, it's just very different in general, so I don't really know if they were to incorporate it, how they'd pull it off, but you know, it is what it is. Overall, Baiken looks sick. I'm really looking forward to playing as her. We'll definitely have some footage up the 28th, and I'll get you guys some coverage and some tutorials and whatnot. I'll probably drop a guide, honestly, come back to that, right? And just here we go. Yeah, Baiken looks fine. Moving on from Baiken, in the future of GGST, what I'm expecting to see, we're kind of almost done with the season pass, right? We're almost done with the entire cycle of DLC for this game, and it's been quite a ride. It feels like we've been playing it for so long, but we really haven't. It only came out like, what, 7-8 months ago or something like that, and it's really crazy that we're winding down, and I gotta say, this game was sick. Like, it's got some cool stuff going on, but for the final DLC, I'm getting a little bit worried. Like, Baiken's their big, like, I guess ace in the sleeve for season 1. I don't think we'll get anyone crazy. I'm assuming it's going to be that man next, or Oscar as he should be called, I guess, considering to the names of the story mode and whatnot. and I'm not really looking forward to him. We'll see what they could do to make him cool. As for Season Pass 2, I'm really hoping it's just old returning characters. Like, I've been playing a lot of Exard. I want my boy Raven back. I would like a lot of characters back from that game, like Sin Kisk, in any way, shape, or form. Maybe Dizzy, right? I don't think Dizzy's even been like rumored or alluded to, right? So it'd be cool to get characters like that to come back into the fold. But for the most part, it's been a little bit weak in terms of the characters we got for Season Pass 1. I'm a little just let down because they just weren't that fun to play, sadly. And that's the only downside I have with Guilty Gear Strive in general, in terms of the characters we've gotten. Hopefully we'll also get system changes along Season Pass 2, like they do for Dragon Ball Fighters and stuff, and they kind of rework some of the engine and give us some new things to mess around with. Maybe Gatlings, I don't know. But yeah, overall, really looking forward to what's to come next with Guilty Gear, and I would love to go into a whole spill about that. But for the future, I just hope they kind of expand upon things and bring back returning characters. I think that's all I could ever ask for. All right, that's basically going to do it for my Guilty Gear quick talk about Baiken and whatnot. I'll be seeing you guys back the 28th with more Baiken footage and everything. So make sure you keep it locked to the channel. Wish you all the best. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.